Oh, would you look at that? We're back again. What a surprise. We're back again. And the today I wanted to talk about the worst thing that you can ever do is quit. The worst thing you can ever do is quit. The worst thing you can ever do is quit. I promise you, the worst there's been times when I've said, "Oh, I'm going to start this. Oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to start posting on social media." And then guess what happened? I quit. And I actually made significant progress. Like I was doing pretty well. And then what happened? I quit. I got burnt out. I quit. The worst thing you can ever do to yourself is quit because when you first start, you just get so much motivation, and that's the reason why you do it in the first place, because it comes from this place of motivation. But then, say 3 weeks down the road, and you told yourself you're gonna do this, you told yourself you're gonna stick to it, you told yourself you're gonna do that specific thing, and then what happens? You quit. Why? Think about it for a second. Why do you think it's easier to quit down the road rather than when you're first starting? It's because that motivation is no longer there. The motivation that when you started with, the motivation what you started with is no longer there. It's disappeared. It has worn out. It's no longer in your life. And I can tell you from what I've experienced firsthand, and I'm pretty sure this applies to you because we're all human. We're the same species. We probably go through the same stuff, whether it be on different levels, but we go through the same stuff. That person that you look up to, that person that looks so good, The Rock. Maybe it's The Rock. When I think of The Rock, I think of Kevin Hart. Let's think of like David Goggins. Those people that you look up to, and those people that you're like, whoa, they're human too. Everyone's human. Everyone's human. We all have the same brain. Not the same exact brain, but like we all have a brain. Similar. Some are different. Yeah. But we're all made of the same bones. Mainly. And we're all we're all human. No one is that much different, especially at birth. No one's that different from each other at birth. So how do these people become these things that you admire and you look up to? Because they do the hard things. And the craziest thing in life is you wouldn't know about most of these people that you see every day if it weren't for social media, or that you see online, if it weren't for social media. I mean, yeah, maybe if you read a book, but you wouldn't know who these people are. I wouldn't know who David Goggins is. I wouldn't know who literally like any of these other traders are if I didn't have social media. I wouldn't know who they. I didn't even know that they existed. And the reality is, nowadays you see a lot of people that don't even you don't even know their real life. They don't even know what they've been through or how they've done it. But we're getting a little bit off topic. But what I wanted to say is, the worst thing you can do for yourself is quit, because once that motivation wears off, you have to become reliant on discipline, and discipline's a hard thing to rely on, especially after that motivation's worn off. But think about the things that you have started in the past, and think about the things that you've given up on, and just think about it for a second. Whether it be, for me, my example would be, I told myself I was going to run every day. I told myself I was going to let's start out like this. Let's run a mile every day. Let's run a mile every day. I've given up on that. Let me think of another example. I told myself I was gonna post on social media every day, and look at what happened. I gave up. Um, Whether it be small, like, oh, I'm gonna start eating better, and look what happened. I'm there eating the pizza. I'm there eating the cookie. I'm there eating the donut. Those are all things that we have given up on, and it's Imagine where you could be right now if you never gave up on that. Imagine your life right now if you never gave up on what you said you were going to start. Maybe you said you were going to exercise regularly and you just gave up. Imagine where you could be right now, 2 years later. You would be you could be like so much happier and so much healthier, but you gave up. You quit. The worst thing you can do in life is quit. But there also can be a counter argument to this, is that your mindset might change. There might be circumstances in your life that have changed. Like, you may not want that anymore, and that's totally fair. That's totally fair. You can totally say that. But remember why you started, and remember why you wanted it. You wanted to do it in the first place. And chances are, if you want to start something, you see yourself as someone that can achieve more, and you want to start something that you can actually achieve, you know? You want to start that business. You want to start walking every day. You want to start running every day. You want to start eating better every day. But you're 3 days in, and maybe what I was doing in the first place seems kind of good. Maybe it would be nice to have a cheat meal. Maybe it would be nice to eat that pizza. Maybe it would be nice to skip that workout. Maybe it would be nice to have a rest day. That's how the average people vibrate. That's the channel that these average people tune into. And I'm not saying that people are worse than you. I'm not saying that anyone's worse than anyone. It's that if you want to, most things in life that you want to achieve, not everyone has. And it takes an extraordinary person to get those things. Not the average person who has it. And that's just facts. Not the average person who has what you want. And nowadays, people's wants are like so, like the spectrum for people's wants are like so high up. When we think what we want, it tends to be something that's so big. Like, I want $1 million. I want $10 billion. I want, the whole world. Not everyone's going to get it. Not everyone's going to have it. And so think about it. How do you have to get to that point? First, you have to start doing whatever it is. So you want a six-pack. What do you have to start doing? You have to start working out. You have to start exercising regularly every day. Maybe you have a rest day. That's totally completely fine. I can see that. And then what else do you have to do? You have to eat healthy. But are you going to get that if you just do it for 3 days? No. Are you going to get that if you just do it for a week? No. Good things take time. Good things take time. Because chances are, if you want something, it's not going to be easy to get. And you have to continuously work for that. And it's so easy to give up on the way to doing that. I've done that before in my life. I started posting 2K videos, and I had this second account, and I was doing good. I was actually staying consistent. I was posting every day, and I was doing that. And then I got to like 15,000 followers, and then I gave up. I just gave up. I stopped. I just stopped. And me giving up was the worst thing in my life. The worst thing you can do is give up. And I mean that sincerely. The worst thing you can do is give up. And another bad thing you can do is assume that you have to be perfect to start. I thought, I needed this $2,000 camera. I needed this $1,000 mic, $200 mic, because that's what the other people have. That's what this guy has. He's filming with like this Sony camera that's so cool. I need that too. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't need to be where that person is for you to start. You don't need to have what that person has in order for you to start. No, you don't. And once you start, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up when you start. Don't do it. Don't give up. Don't do it. Don't give up. I promise you, don't give up. You'll be so much happier. You'll feel so much more. You'll just feel so much better about your life, and you'll feel like you've actually accomplished something if you actually just go on and keep on going. And the craziest thing is like myself, I can't say that I've just kept on going from doing something. I mean, I guess right now I'm going on and continuing to post every day and just document this journey, but reality is I have nothing to prove for myself, so my advice is just me to me. This video is completely for me. If you see it, hopefully you can get something out of it. But my intent is for me to look back on these videos, for me to rewatch them later down the road, and maybe if I feel like giving up, I'll watch this video. But that's what the intention is. If you see this, that's great. This video gets views, that's great. I really don't care. This intention is for me to me, and I hope that you got something out of this video. If you didn't, that's completely fine. You can leave your hate comment and you can go on with your life and I'll go on with mine. That shit doesn't bother me because I really don't care if you don't like me or if you don't like what I do. That's completely fine. I'll live my life and you'll live yours, and we'll probably never see each other anyway because it's all online. But anyways, I'm done ranting today, and I'll be back at it tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day. Because why? I'm not going to give up. I'm going to watch this video if I want to give up. I'm going to watch this video if I don't feel like going the next day. I won't give up, and I'll promise you over time I'll have something great to show for it.